What is up, all of you awesome and amazing people on YouTube? Kuda Malloy here, coming at you with another exciting video. So what I've got here is 3 beef shanks and 2 lamb shanks, right? I'm making my bone broth soup. And what I'm going to do is, or what I did was, I browned up the beef shanks first, took them out, right? Put them in like a little pan or whatever. Then I put the 2 lamb shanks in there and browned those up. Then what I did was I added the beef shanks back in, and I added 20 cups of water. So basically 2 of these water filter waters, 20 cups of water went in there. And now what I'm doing is I'm waiting for it to come up to a boil, and then I'm going to cover it, bring it down to about medium heat or so, which is about right there, right? So I'm waiting for it to boil now, but I'm going to bring it down to medium, and then basically let this sit covered cooking for about an hour, a solid hour. A lot of that liquid's going to evaporate, which is kind of a good thing. It's just condensing down the broth. What I will do at that point is after an hour, I'm going to take the lid off and then add another 20 cups of water to the mix. And the reason why I'm adding another 20 cups of water is because I'm going to add my vegetables in at that point. Otherwise, these would just completely disintegrate if I put them in there now. So I want to give that a chance to cook on its own for an hour. Then I'm going to add these. So what I've got here is celery, an entire thing of celery. I've got 2 entire leeks, right? Leeks that went in there, cleaned them, washed them. Everything is washed and clean. And then I've got 2 onions, 2 entire onions. There's more buried down on the bottom down here, but I just pulled these up so you could see what they look like. But basically 2 medium-sized red onions cut up into pieces like this, because all this is going to disintegrate down. So I'm going to add these vegetables to this mix with an entire bulb of garlic. So I'm going to peel this and then add this in the mix in about an hour when I add in the other vegetables. So if you're keeping track, brown up the shanks, beef shank, lamb shank. I do a combination of the 2. You could do one or the other, whatever floats your boat. After you brown them in this pot, add 20 cups of water. Let this boil down for an hour on a little lower than medium heat, like somewhere around like right there would be ideal, like a little lower than medium heat. And then what I'm going to do is after that hour is up, I'm going to add another 20 cups of water, right? And at the same time, I'm going to add all my vegetables. So 1 entire thing of celery, 2 things of leeks, and 2 entire medium red onions that I've cut up into pieces that are about this big. Then I'm going to let all that cook for about a half an hour covered on medium heat. Let that all get nice and homogeneous. And then the last 10 minutes that I'm cooking, so we're at an hour and a half right now, I'm going to cook an additional 10 minutes. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add spinach and kale. So I've got 1 entire bunch of spinach here, and then I've got 2 bunches of kale, because this wilts extremely fast, and I just want to make sure I get some of that freshness, so to speak, out of this before I consume it. So total cooking time is 1 hour and 40 minutes, give or take. I might go an extra 20 minutes with this before I add this, and then I'll add salt and pepper to taste and all that good stuff. As of right now, the meat was unseasoned. There was nothing in there. I feel like I get a better bone broth that way, ironically, without adding salt when I'm browning. I know it sounds strange, but it actually works, or it works for me anyways. So with that being said, I will put a link to this All-Clad huge pot down in the description there down below. I'll also put a link to this new water filter that I got and some other cool links and stuff, so make sure to check those out. Anyways, if you like what you're seeing, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I will catch you all in the next exciting video.